Hey everyone, Ryan here, and welcome to my review of the LEGO Spider-Man No Way Home set number 76261 Spider-Man Final Battle. It includes 900 pieces and in the US retails for $110. Now for that price, you're getting 9 minifigs and technically a 10th character integral to the scene that I'll explain later. The back of the box shows the set in action, plus some of the play features highlighted that we're going to take a look at to find out if this set is worth your 110 hard-earned dollars. Now the set I'm reviewing today was provided to me for free by German retailer JB Spielwarren. So if you're interested in picking up any new LEGO Marvel sets, make sure you check them out with the link in the description below. Inside of the box, you'll find bags numbered 1 through 7 along with a sizable sticker sheet and your instruction manual nicely placed in a cardboard sleeve so they don't get bent. These 3 Spider-Man figures are a huge reason people are going to want to spend their money on this set. And first up, we do have the Tom Holland Spider-Man. I think it's a pretty good representation of what we see in the film. He's got dual molded black legs, which look awesome, very detailed torso design, and a very nice print on the back of the head and back torso as well with that spider logo. They also include the second head for each of these figures, so you can actually switch out the Spider-Man head and then place on the actual human face head with the hairpiece. So that is really cool there for Tom Holland. Next, we have what LEGO calls the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. This is the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. I love the look of this classic feeling Spider-Man. It's just kind of the Spider-Man LEGO version that I grew up with. I didn't have a ton of the sets, but like this style is just what I remember seeing a lot of, and I love it represented here. I think they knocked it out of the park, and even the back print looks great. And then of course they do have the face underneath, which I think it's like Han Solo's face. They didn't make a unique face for this one, so I'm a little disappointed with that, but you know, it's still cool to have. Finally, we have the Amazing Spider-Man, aka the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man, and this is going to be a big selling point as well because it doesn't cost $1,000 like the previous version of this. It was a very expensive Spider-Man to get, and now you can get a, albeit it's a different design than the expensive one, it's still the same type of Spider-Man, and that is killer for a lot of people to get the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man. You do have the Andrew Garfield face, and I gotta say that the hairpiece on this one is killer. Kind of the Elvis style hair just really rocks on the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man. So a lovely trio of Spider-Men, and this is kind of what people were looking for when the movie came out a year ago, was to get all 3 Spider-Men in one set, and now they're here, and that's pretty exciting. Next, we have a very high quality Doctor Strange minifigure that looks phenomenal head to toe. He does have a double-sided face as well, so you get that second expression option. He's also got his rubberized cape that you can take on and off and put on other characters like Ned if you want to represent some scenes from the movie. And then he has a second handheld accessory called the Machina de Cadavas. It's a Minecraft head with stickers on every side except where the hand goes in at the bottom. Pretty nice extra detail to have in a set like this. Love that. Including an MJ minifigure was of course necessary. However, they included a pretty inaccurate one. In the movie, her outfit is just a different color, and in this set, it's just wrong, and the same exact thing can be said for the Ned minifigure. He has a blue jacket in the movie with like an M on it, and in the set, he has a red jacket with nothing. These are cheap and lazy reuses. It's sad to see LEGO has to resort to this given every year they boast about how much money they've made. Here we have the Green Goblin, and I totally could have gone for a leg print on him here. It's definitely missing. Another thing that was pointed out to me is that he should have a hood in this set, really, and LEGO does have a nice hood piece, I believe, that they could have used here, but isn't, so it kind of feels like a slightly under-detailed figure from where it could have been, especially again in a $110 set. Like, you definitely should have top quality stuff here, and they don't. It's still nice to get the Green Goblin figure with the 2 faces, but like a little something extra here would have been nice. Now with the figure, they do include the Goblin glider, which is a really nice accessory for him specifically, and is going to allow you to fly around that Statue of Liberty head and attack the Spider-Man. Here we have the Electro minifigure. They did a bang-up job with him. Great detail on the front of the character, and they used a lot of the translucent electric looking pieces on this figure to make him look like he's shooting electricity all over the place, and I think that turned out excellent. I usually don't love when they add a bunch of stuff onto characters like this. Obviously they need to have it be accurate to the movie or whatever, but sometimes it can feel like it's too much, and it is a lot here, but it feels like the proper amount of a lot. It doesn't feel like it's too much. It doesn't degrade the figure to me. And then finally we have the Doc Ock minifigure, which I think they knocked out of the park for this set. Great looking facial expressions for him. He also has a great outfit with printing head to toe. Love to see even that little toe print down there. That extra bit of detail is nice on LEGO sets, especially again for $110. You want to see that. And then he has his extra arms attached at the back, and they've used a pretty neat piece here that helps angle them properly, and they end up looking really nice. Overall, I'm very impressed with the minifigure selection, except really for MJ and Ned. Those figures are just big duds to me. Hot dog, look at those eyebrows. The Statue of Liberty in this set is done in kind of a copper color, and it presents very beautifully. I really like the way it looks, but it also does look vaguely familiar. If you've been around long enough, you may recognize that this Statue of Liberty head is basically the same design externally as the one for the Lego Movie 2 Welcome to Apocalypseburg set, and that one was designed by one of my favorite Lego designers, Justin Ramstad. And I really love seeing that same design here. It also just makes all the sense in the world. It worked really well 4 years ago for that set, and it should theoretically work very well here for this Spider-Man set. Unlike Welcome to Apocalypseburg, though, around the Statue of Liberty head, there's a bunch of scaffolding, and below it, there's not a rest of the Statue of Liberty. There's a black base. Now, the base here is super simple, and I'm kind of surprised they didn't use like some tire pieces to add some rubber grip to the bottom of this, so it is just plastic. I guess it's heavy enough that it's not too easy to move, but I just know they've used rubber pieces to add grip on sets like the Bonsai Tree. Now, the scaffolding on the exterior both looks good and adds a lot in the way of play features for this set that we'll go through in a minute, but as far as the looks, I mean, it looks like pretty realistic scaffolding in Lego form. Like, this would fit right into a Lego city. I love how strong it is, too. You can kind of grab at it, and it's generally not going to break off or do anything crazy, so when kids are playing with it, you don't have to worry about that, or when you're moving the set as well, both important. And then, of course, you have, like, the cross beams. These are the ones that are actually kind of weak, but they do look phenomenal. But yeah, if you grab at these, they might break, but, like, just don't grab at them. Pretty straightforward thing to do. But let's run through the scaffolding's play features before the Statue of Liberty play features. Starting on the highest scaffolding piece, we have Doctor Strange's portal, which is actually clipped on there, so you can move it around, and it can be a bit awkward like that if you want it to be, but you can actually just take Doctor Strange, stand him on top of the scaffolding, and he's walking through his portal and into the final battle for Spider-Man. That's what it looks like from behind, and it's the only piece of scaffolding in the set that has 3 tiers versus 2 for the others. Now, not far from that, there's this large clear piece sticking out the back of the Statue of Liberty's head, and that piece is actually supposed to hold Electro. Now, Electro is very easy to attach, just placing his foot on the singular stud there, and it's pretty stable for just one clear piece that sits pretty far out from the base of the Statue of Liberty. I think you may be starting to get the idea that this set is really made to display alongside the minifigs included. This is not a set you want to put on your shelf and then put the minifigs in a separate bag. You want the whole package on display with this one. Now, in this piece of scaffolding, we've got a tool because one of the workers left it behind, as well as a spider web clipped on. And in a couple different places throughout the set, you'll see some generators placed in. Now, these are supposed to just be normal generators. They aren't anything special, but they do allow, you can see the open end on that one, they do allow you to clip on some of these clear pieces to have more characters flying about around the Statue of Liberty, and you can move them to different places. If you'd like to take the generator and put it on the back and clip it onto the rear scaffolding, and have someone flying behind Doctor Strange, you can do that too. You can create such an amazing scene when you have all the minifigs set up in a great way to display and also like play for kids. This is going to be awesome too because you can have them all doing different things, and I think it's just so fantastic looking with all the minifigs attached onto that display. I do, as I'm looking at the MJ figure, like, that's the face. They literally don't have like a really scared I'm falling and about to die face on her. So another thumbs down for the MJ figure there. That is, oh boy. Usually they have a scared face and they aren't actually scared in the scene, but the one scene a figure's supposed to be scared in, they don't have a scared face, so I don't really get it. Getting inside the Statue of Liberty is another big feature on this, and to do so, you can just pull this panel off on the top. Also, it does have some stickers that show like some riveting. That's kind of neat, I guess. But inside, you'll find some Sandman hands. Well, just one hand, I guess, but part of Sandman, and that is that 10th character that I alluded to earlier in the review that is kind of found all throughout the set, if you haven't noticed. You'll see quite a bit of Sandman in that attic level of the Statue of Liberty, but if you look elsewhere, you'll see small pieces of sand dispersed throughout the build, especially at the base of the Statue of Liberty. There's a ton of sand all around it, kind of like Sandman is just everywhere, and I love that ever-present feeling of having that one other character within the set. It's just one of those small things that's super cool about this one. But there's one more feature on here. That would be on the back of the Statue of Liberty, where you can just pull on the back of her head like so, and you'll find another portal with the Sanctum Sanctorum inside. It's pretty cool to find an extra little detail like that. I think this is a pretty no-brainer buy for anyone that likes Spider-Man No Way Home and of course wanted to get all 3 of the Spider-Men in one set. This is your opportunity to do so. Plus you get the extra heads inside. I mean, that's just awesome. There's so many fun details to this set, and it also looks really good for display when you throw all the minifigs around it. It's such an interactive build in that way. I just love that. So I think this is a buy. I think it's like an 8.5, 9 out of 10 type of set, just really missing the mark with a couple of the figures there from perfection. But I don't think you're getting ripped off at 110 bucks. You can always wait for a sale, but $110 seems fair on this one. So let me know what you think about it in the comments below. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and you can check out more LEGO Marvel reviews on the end screen now.